you end up learning that, you know, the people who shop there were just assholes. And then the company itself, you know, was just completely bad. So, I mean, it just went downhill. And then that whole experience itself made me realize I don't want to work there no more.
Okay.
And then I got fired for chewing them out on Christmas Eve. And I was like, oh, you know, I don't want he wanted me to work extra hours. I was like, unless you out here with me, brother, I don't want to be here. And then he was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then I got fired like a couple months later. And then I was like, all right, cool, it's no big deal. You know, I started showing my parents, and we went to Disney World. And, you know, my mom was like, you know, you need to get a job. And then this rapper ends up popping up because of another friend that I knew. And then, yeah, he was another weirdo. We ended up driving from Brooklyn to Texas on the whole time. And this time I'm trying to, like, help him manage a career and do photography and stuff like that. And me and him had a crazy falling out. It was like a lot of crazy shit has happened since, like, you know, we last seen each other.
Right.
It's like everything. The GameStop was like, all right, cool. You know, this is a little problem, not a big thing. But as soon as you left, shit was going down, Steve. Shit was going down.
Just going down.
It was like every day was another struggle, dude. It was crazy. But it made a lot of funny stuff happened, and it just made me realize that photography is probably the best thing I'm at.
Okay.
And then this dude.
Now, when were you good at photography?
Oh, dude, that's the crazy part. See,
okay, yes, this is the crazy part, because this is the part I was like, what? Photography?
I've always had a shitty phone. I was the king of the shitty phone, dudes.
Okay.
I had the Palm Centro. Remember that shit?
Okay.
That shit was terrible, bro. I don't even think I had a camera on it. My hands itself, the phone can't fit my hands. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a little tic-tac. I was begging my pops, like, yo, man, no, I don't got no money, man. And you keep putting me on the family plan. And he was like, if I put you on this family plan, what phone you want? I was like, let me get an iPhone. He's like, man, I ain't get you no damn iPhone. So then I had to, like, kind of campaign myself for, like, 3 months to get an iPhone, because I started to see, like, I had an iPod, and I started to see people taking pictures on Instagram, and there was these crazy fucking pictures, and they were using iPhone only. I'm like, how the hell is that even possible? So then, now this is the same time I was still dealing with the rapper. Right. And so I eventually convinced him, like, yo, I'm doing a lot more stuff with, like, this rapper dude. I mean, this guy thinks he's gonna blow up, and I need to get a phone. And then my parents eventually decided to give me an iPhone, and it literally was ever since then it was a wrap. They started taking pictures on the iPhone, and then with him and going around, and then it just started turning into, like, I was terrible at first, but then it started to look a little bit better eventually, and then that was it from there, dude. I mean, I just kept on, like, bothering everybody and, like, just taking pictures with everybody, and then people just started, like, you know, really fucking with it. Okay. But if it wasn't for that family plan, there would be no photography right now. So man. Shout outs to the family, you know. Everybody in your family.
Hey, bro. That's how it be, right?
I'm still on it, you know what I'm saying? Real rap. God, thank God, you know. Shout outs to my pops, you know. Please don't cut me off. You know?
So what is the magazine? Like, how did you get from a hashtag, just seeing a hashtag going, that's something, to like what's that drive? Like, what is that map like?
But my barber, I guess, like, you from around here, you're from the tri-state area. When you're from around here, you start to tend to know a bunch of people even out of nowhere for no reason, because, you know, everybody was still here, and then, you know, meet other people, and then I had this barber, and my barber knows a bunch of fucking people. Like, he cuts everybody in the world's hair and stuff like that. And then he told me that this guy, back when I had, like, a pretty moderate Instagram following, he said this guy, like, he really likes my stuff, and he wanted to talk to me. And it was this dude from Canada named Eric, the editor-in-chief. Right. And Eric came up with the idea. Was like, yo, no, I'm gonna come up with this magazine, but I'm not too sure about it. You know, I don't think we really could do it. And I was like, yo, fuck that. You know, I'm not doing anything right now. I just broke up with the rapper. You know, I refuse to say his name. Right. Okay. I broke up with the rapper, you know, and that whole thing, and I saw the light. Like, I know that I want to be involved in that industry, and I saw a lot of potential with the magazine, and I was like, you know what, anything in my power I could do, I'm gonna help you, dude. And he was like, you want to be an editor? I was like, all right, fine, fuck it, I guess so. And then it just went on from there. We started building the whole concept for the magazine, and which it is we try to showcase people's work from Instagram, because Instagram is a crazy social media app. I mean, I think everybody has an Instagram now. Right. and is growing so we felt that if we can highlight people's photography like in a fine art format in the magazine, and it kind of gives people like, you know, a shot, you know, to be like, you know, to have something that they can present to their family, and you know, on top of that, you know, just in the art world in general. I mean, I don't think anybody has done something like that before, you know, to really try to incorporate, you know, the whole community instead of like, you know, just focusing on like, you know, all the big name people, which we do want to showcase as well too, like nothing against them, but I mean, I'm a college dropout, you know, and a lot of the people that I know that we've all had a struggle. So I mean, this is like our homage to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we want to put you guys on as much as we know we want to be successful ourselves. I mean, it's like a big community that we really try to push.
Right. Yeah, I see that all the time. Like when I go through the work, or when I was on the website, I saw that, you know, this was this guy's work, or this person did this one.
Yeah.
You know, or she did this one, and I was like, okay, so, you know, this is an interesting concept, but I didn't know the depth of it. Like, I didn't know who you were. You know, showcasing just like. So who gets in on that? Like, how do you know who to highlight? How do you pick somebody to go?
Well,
this guy?
It's a process. Yeah, me, Eric. There's me, Eric. There's other people that we have associated with the magazine also now that help out with like the overall like curation and all that good shit. But we like to have just a good balance. You know, you need balance. You want to see pictures of the city, but you don't want to see too many people. We don't want to go to New York crazy, California crazy. Time you don't want to go to California crazy. Balance. We like to keep it like 4 dudes.
This is an amazing like social museum of just
it's dope.
People out here. His artwork is.
I feel like about this, dude. It's like I feel like I'm pressing this like a Nobel Peace Prize or some shit, dude.
Right.
I really feel that like, you know, we're really trying to fuck with you, dude. And then this whole time it's like the information age is like the golden era for this right now. On
It
some
really
real
is.
shit.
I've been, you know, I talk with a lot of people about how, you know, if there ever was a time to be an entrepreneur,
this is it.
This is the time. If you have an idea and a means to get from A to B, then put all your energy into it and fuck with your dream.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is the time to do it. Like,
it's fair game.
You can reach everyone.
It's crazy. I mean,
you know,
I was writing fucking pen pal letters like 15 to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Now I'm over there. I'm sending Snapchats to somebody in London, and then, you know, my mom doesn't even know what a Snapchat is. I mean, it's just so many barriers that happen, but it's just all open, so it's all fair game. And I mean, I'm sitting in my house getting high on my couch, you know, like I'm thinking about all this potential. I'm like, man, this is just too crazy, dude. We got to jump on this right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, and again, this is why I like being able to talk to a lot of you guys, a lot of my favorite people. You know, artists or otherwise, because it's a really big inspiration to everybody that you can literally go out here and see if you see potential in something, if you feel like you can do something different or new. Now's the time to do it.
Yeah,
this is the time to do it, because you never know what that could lead to. And I thought this was like I was just going through every day. I look and I go, what the hell is Irby doing? Like, what the fuck is this guy even doing?
And it's so funny when people talk to me, they always look at me at first like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yeah, nothing, man. I'm like, I'm just doing nothing. And to me, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything.
I know, that's the thing. Like, he's so cool about it.
I was like, oh, you know, he's trying to act like he's trying to be away. I'm like, I'm really not. You know, I'm just high.
Yeah.
And I'm just hanging out, just enjoying the day. So like, I just had a sandwich.
Oh,
chicken
man.
salad. And then they was like, oh man, you know, you take all this. Because I'm really passionate for photography, and I feel like, you know, I suck, you know, and I feel that there's so much more that I can do, because I look at other people's stuff and then I've been saying the same thing, like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, I mean, that's why I think Instagram is cool. And then that's why I think that the magazine is going to be like a good representation for our community, because there's always that continuous, like, what the fuck am I doing? You know,
right.
And it pushes everybody else, you know, but it's a healthy, like, you know,
yeah,
doing?
Because, you know, it's just a little bit enough of resentment to make you push a little harder.
You have to.
But it doesn't make it. It's like that stuff. You don't go, I hate Irby. You go, this motherfucker Irby trying to make me feel like I ain't doing shit. I got what you doing here, bro. You know, and that's what I like about it. You know, that's a healthy competition, I believe, too. But it was just
it's random still, dude. It's still random, and there is a lot of things that we have planned, and then I just want to see what's going to happen. It's cool working with Eric because me and Eric and Mike's the design dude. He's the one who designed the magazine. We all talk all the time. I mean, it's not even like on some like, oh, we just want to say that we're going to talk all the time. Like, we literally do talk all the time. I mean, that's the only way that we have, like, this good rapport. I mean, we focus on customer service because after all that fucking retail experience, you learn that customer service is where it's at. We try to, like, be so involved in talking to people. We don't leave anybody hanging like, oh, I'm not going to respond to your comment for like 3 weeks and then be like, hey, what's up? You want to buy your magazine? Like, no, you have to talk to people. So we try to be really interactive, and it seems like it's working out so far. I'm just happy that we 2 issues in right now, and there's really good response, and we just want to keep on doing it.
Now the website is streetdreamsmag.co.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I want to get that in now because if you've been listening to this episode this long and you're still interested, we should get that out so you can
yeah, I'm sorry.
go and look at something that
I'm a terrible plugger, dude. I'm just talking shit all day.
But I like that. That's what we're going for. I'm just having fun talking, and then let's make sure we get that out there for the people. But streetdreamsmag.co because it's a Canadian website.
Yeah, it's a
Canadian website. But that's where you can look at your work and I guess the mission.
Yeah.
And
submissions as well too.
Can people submit there?
Yeah, you can submit photos.
Okay.
We do like to handpick photos, but the submissions are all on the table as well too. So if you have submissions, definitely don't hesitate to send it in because we do look at everything.
Right.
Even the selfies, because people do submit selfies. And I find that's hilarious. If I were to send somebody a selfie to your private email, I mean, I don't know how you would feel about that.
Right.
But I'm glad that they do it in Street Dreams. I mean, I shouldn't probably even say that because it's probably going to be like a fucking influx of selfies.
That's all I want is the influx of selfies.
Give me selfies.
Oh.
My grandma's over here talking about selfies now. It's like, what life is this, man?
No. He had that conversation.
It's like, come on. My mom says, lol. Like, this is fucked up, man.
Hey, man, it's the time we live in, bro.
Shit.
So I refuse to add any of my people like that on my Facebook. I had to make a big decision to add family on my Facebook because I have a daughter now, and they want to see photos, and sometimes I can't talk to everybody.
Yeah.
So I make sure I put them on there so everybody can go, oh, look, the family is doing all right.
Yeah.
But just to, but that opens me up to see that my family is posting stuff on Facebook, and it's just like, what's going on here?
What's up with this? It's like I don't even know where to begin, man. It just goes downhill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real, because I was like, I gotta get the hell off of Facebook, but then I was like, my family's gonna want to see these pictures. All right, whatever.
So you're holding the baby to yourself.
Exactly. Oh, then
nobody wants to see the baby. Like it's gonna be.
We don't see no more pictures of that baby.
That baby.
And then they don't say it to you though. They say it to your mom, and then your mom goes, they want to see some pictures of the baby. He's like, all right, okay, all right, gotcha, the baby, gotcha.
You start sending group texts. Now we got group. See, now this group text shit.
I don't want a family group text.
Yo, those are the worst because you get the group text at 7 a.m. like bling, like yo, what's up? They had to turn the shit like on do not disturb at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Get no phone calls.
Yeah, bro. That's Facebook is a good shotgun blast, bro. Wow, there it is. Everybody see. Okay, all right, we all saw it. Okay, good to go. But yeah, bro. So that's where you are now.
Yeah,
that's where you are now.
It's I still need to get a passport. That's another thing. But
yeah, are there traveling plans? Like, is there like a big?
Yes. I never left. I never got outside of the United States. Been to I think I've been to Canada or Prince Edward Islands. I don't know if they even really counts as Canada. It probably sounds really stupid.
If you don't have a passport, I don't think you got to Canada, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So Prince Edward Islands is like, what is this? It's like mystical land? So I'm like, I don't know. I just got a blanket and saw fog.
Okay.
So it was dope though. But other than that, I haven't really been out the States. So we went to. I love London, and we have like selling Street Dreams out in London now, and then we want to get to other retailers over the world. So I want to get a passport, and we want to pitch doing coming to your city, like going to like Dublin,
right?
Going to Prague or something like that, and then hosting a gallery there, contributing with other photographers from like the town, and then along with Street Dreams photographers as well too. Like, so we could be like an overall like we want to combine us with you.
Okay.
Like some overall like human centipede of photography.
That's real nasty. That's real nasty sounding, bro.
But I think it would be delicious, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's the word. That's the word you want to use for that. Delicious.
Delicious. Tasty. But all jokes aside, though, like we really do want to like travel to different cities and like collaborate with different photographers and really just keep on having a bigger community like overall with the whole magazine, especially out like in Europe, because there's a lot of places in Europe, especially like Paris and then London and
So you got in. You only thinking about Paris and London. These
yeah,
niggas said a lot.
Paris.
You heard that. A lot of places like Paris and London.
I was like Paris and London. That's where do you want to go in Europe? Paris and London, dude.
Paris, that's it.
It's like maybe Paris. And a little bit of London.
So that's your big thing. You're trying to get to Paris and London.
Yes, and a little bit maybe Paris too.
What's up with you in Paris?
Yo, Paris has crazy architecture, and then like there's just so much beautiful women over there, dude. It just looks crazy. And then I'm pretty sure the food is not that bad either. So I want to just get all of it at the same time.
Listen to this goofy nigga talk about a place he ain't never been before.
It just looks good.
Yo, man.
I've seen pictures.
Okay.
On Instagram. This is why Instagram is dope.
Right.
But I do want to get some traveling in.
I love that this is a magazine called Street Dreams, and here's goofy. Yo, Paris, man. That's where I'm going. I don't have a passport. It's beautiful. I'm getting over there. Well, okay.
He said, I believe in you, dude. I would just put it into the universe, dude. I'm at this point throwing shit in the universe. I was like, you know what? I want to go-kart. And then see what happens in like a couple of years,
Right. Okay.
It might happen.
Happen.
Dude, I never thought I would have a magazine. And then now I have a magazine. I'm just actually crazy shit, dude.
Who let you get a magazine?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. And then I just really, if it is successful, I was a troublemaker in school.
Right.
I can't wait. I just can't wait. I just don't want to say anything else, dude. I just can't wait because I'll probably be doing cartwheels in the middle of the street. They're like, who's that guy? I'm like, it's me.
You gonna go? You gonna pull the mask off? Ha ha! Remember I wasn't shit. Remember that? Oh, he ain't shit. Remember that?
I can't believe you. I can't believe you. That's all she's gonna say. You was wearing the G-Unit tank top,
bruh.
Now look at you. I was like, yeah, Street Dreams, baby, Street Dreams. This is why rap music in the '90s was terrible for us, dude. It was just too aggressive, and then it's just a lot of us still have that in you, dude. I listened to the rap DMX, so that now everything is like, we're trying to prove something to somebody.
You're just a goon with a fucking magazine. You ain't fooling me, bro. You're nothing but a fucking.
You from a street kid.
Yo, you gotta understand. I used to have this dude Irby at the fucking GameStop, bro.
It's light skinned, man.
And this nigga would have his hat on backwards and be sagging and was like the manager of the store.
They was like, who's this guy?
And
then like, yo, what's up? And then
this nigga would fucking take the most ratchet pictures I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. Only GameStop. I have pictures of counting money behind the cash register.
He's just the most.
You just say, what's up with this guy? And it throws you off because I'm wearing like a Bad Brains t-shirt.
Yeah, bro.
Like, what's up with
and he's straight out of like fucking Hood, Brooklyn. Straight out of fucking wait, cousin from Canarsie. Where you were from?
Flatbush.
From Flatbush.
East Flatbush. Yeah, it's out there, dude. And then we grew up in Jamaica.
And then this nigga moved to Jamaica because his father got a better job. We're gonna move to Jamaica.
He said,
it's like, is that a step up, nigga? What are you even saying?
No, we got houses, but that's about it. We got grass. In high school, it was crazy. It's in from me being a fucking like little goon bad kid,
right,
turning into this artsy motherfucker now. It's the craziest
shit. See, that's the funny part though. It's because you're supposed to be dead by now. You weren't supposed to get here.
I've been alive for 2+ years. I've got past the 2 years.
So when the switch was able to flip, where you go, I like jogging.
Let me eat some kale. I was like, let me fucking pick up some green juice.
It's like you hit past 26, so you go, well then.
It's crazy. That's why I'm so, like, I mean, it's so crazy being this transition, dude. It's like, I mean, that's what you're dealing with a lot of, a lot of other photographers. It's hard to find people, like, that are, quote unquote urban, like us, So when you find somebody who's like that, holy shit, you're like, that's my nigga, son. Like, I didn't know you was around. But then everybody else, there's a lot of, I mean, in every industry you deal with, there's always those people that you're cool with and those people that you're not cool with, and it's no different from photography. I mean, there's a lot of people that, like, you respect their work, but then, they straight up bitch bait, dude. Like, I'm not gonna be fucking with you.
Right.
Or they don't even have the right purposes of taking pictures in the first place. Because then, like, just like in everything else, there's always people that do it because they love it, and people do it because whatever they're trying to fulfill or whatever. Right. And then I try to avoid that as much as possible in this magazine. We try to put people in the magazine who really fuck with photography. Right. Because if it's not about that, if you're just doing it for like, because you're trying to get some, I don't know, dude. You're doing it for your own personal reasons. I mean, it's just not going to make the magazine good. You could just tell immediately. So, I mean, this whole transition, I've just been trying to become more real, even like artsy. I'm like a real, like a thug artsy nigga, like a real.
Hey yo, we keeping all you whack photographers out, right?
Get your bitch ass out of here, and then kick him in the chest. Boom, photography. right through the window.
Hey, yo, we'll try to keep it more real. I don't know if you know what that means.
Real, like real. Real. Like, I didn't buy an SLR to take pictures of, just like in the mirror. I bought an SLR camera to, like, really learn how to use it. Right. I'm not shooting film because it's some hipstery shit to do. I'm shooting film because I want to learn how to, use a camera. That kind of, like, I guess, like, overall thinking. Right. But the other people just, you see some crazy shit, man. On the internet, Instagram.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't been through the ringer of Instagram. Like, what are these circles that you be just like? What the fuck is even? What is
it mean? It's like the warriors, dude. But like social media warriors. Like, so like if Instagram was Coney Island, right? There would be like, oh, this is the orphans over there. They're probably not actually orphans because that would be just fucked up to say. They're probably taking pictures of, like, quote unquote art, like, oh, this is art, I'm gonna take a picture of this graffiti, and it's actually not even like a good piece to begin with. It's like somebody's shitty graffiti piece or something like that. But then there's a whole culture for that, and then there's another culture of taking pictures of food all the time. And, you have the food culture, then you have the other people who like to put up outfits. And then there's just different spectrums of that, and then each person thinks they're a photographer out of each of those spectrums, because then all of a sudden you will have to do things. You take a bunch of pictures of a plate of food that that you're a world-renowned photographer now. I was like, just because you took a picture of some French fries, brother, doesn't mean that you're a lifestyle photographer. Right. You should want to put in the time to learn how to do it. Or at least have the intentions on learning how to do it, just not like for like immediate fame or because you think it's cool or something like that. I just think each part of the culture within photography each has that own, like, kind of class system of what's cool and what's not cool. But you don't notice it, but you're looking outside because you just see it all looks the same. Yeah, and I thought it all looked the same to me when I first started to it. But then you start to look into it, you start to see, like, oh yeah, you can tell.
Like, what? Give me some. How you can tell? I want to know. Like, if I pulled up a picture, you would be able to go.
You should be like, all right, so, this would be a good example. A lot of a lot of people just would stand in the middle of the street and take a picture and be like, oh man, boom, photography, this is it. But then they wouldn't even really try to work like an angle or something like that. Not saying that you do necessarily have to do that, but there's a lot of times you can tell when somebody takes a little bit more time and effort to take a shot. Sometimes photography is quick, but then there's other times you can tell that there's the detail. And instead of like just literally standing there in the middle of the street and holding your phone out, or like standing in the middle of every single street and doing that, because after a while it probably just looks repetitive and not like putting any effort in, or just straight up mimicking somebody else's work. Like if you see somebody go take a picture at like of 34th Street, you know, Empire State Building, looking up at it. If you feel the need, if you see somebody like 2 days later or the same day put up like the same kind of similar stuff, you can tell that they're lacking the originality. They're just more or less copying what they think is cool, instead of like trying to shoot it in a different way. Like, oh, maybe I'm gonna flip this upside down, or maybe I'm gonna like shoot it in a different light. You know, I mean, it's little details of it, like little visual pet peeves, I guess, that you start to pick up. You start to see more. I mean, it sounds stupid even talking about it. I feel like.
Nah, come on. I want all of this. I want everybody to know.
It's like be fucking creative, you know? Just like think outside the box a little bit. I mean, it doesn't hurt to do it. I mean, I just like seeing that, you know, somebody who has their own style.
Okay.
You know, not everybody talks the same, you know, so why would everybody take pictures the same? So I kind of see that happening.
Right.
So then that's why it goes back to like the magazine and curating the magazines. Like, if we're picking photographers for the magazine, we don't want all the pictures to look the same. We want to have people that have distinctive styles. Like, if you want to sit there and take pictures of your feet all the time, that's fine. But if you could do it in a way that looks cool, that was what transcends, you know, making it just a normal picture. And I think that not a lot of people, I think that some people, you know, just have a problem transcending from, like, you know, doing something normal and repetitive of somebody else rather than trying to do something a little bit different, like out the box. So just see that shit all the time, and not all. It's just really crazy. That's why I'm high on my couch looking at my phone all day, just looking at pictures. I'm like, why is this guy why are these people taking the same picture over and over again? It's just mind blowing. I don't know, man. I don't know. And it's kind of maybe it's like imitation. Imitation's like the biggest form of flattery and shit like that. But at the same time, like, you know, maybe because I'm hard headed, I don't want everyone to listen to anybody. Right. And I'm so used to try to be out the box. Maybe that's what I look at things differently. But I don't know, man. That's what I feel about like the whole.
I see. So you have to watch all those titles, and you're trying to make a magazine devoid of that. Now, does that ever slip through, or like is it just you who see things like that, and somebody else might want that thing, or? Is it
I guess like the overall vision, like me, Eric, and Mike, we pretty much have the same. The reason why it's working out really well so far, and this is like the most successful thing by far that I've ever been involved with, is that we all have like similar like thinking. We kind of on the same page even before we were to talk about it. I mean, I never met anybody like that before, which I felt it's kind of weird. Like it's not like, it's like on that, you know, that really I will finish your sentence kind of shit. And like I barely know this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know him, but I don't know him. But it's like we've chilled like twice, but we talk on the phone all the time. But then we had the similar thinking. Like, we are looking both for like the same originality. You know, like somebody takes a picture that kind of looks like quote unquote like similar to, you know, maybe there's something that you see usually like the same kind of Brooklyn Bridge shot. I mean, it might happen. But it's not that wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it's like a really crazy sunset, or you know, a really cool light coming in, or you know, just look at a different mood to it. So I mean, we would still have your, I guess you would call your obligation shots. Right. But I mean, it would be like overly saturated with that. You know, it's like I'm not gonna be mad if I see a picture of like, you know, the Empire State Building. Right. You know, but I just want to make sure, you know, see it in a way that's pretty cool. So me and Eric, we do think pretty much similar to that on that level. Like the next issue, we were working on putting like these two dudes from London into the magazine, and one dude's from East London, which is he has very more urban and, you know, very moody, kind of like Jack the Ripper's feel. Right. And then the other homie's from like the Berkshires, and it's like all grass, it's straight up grass. And wheat and like fucking hobbits, right. But then just dope is still in London. You know? It's like I love the contrast and stuff like that. You know, I think that was really brings it together because, you know, being from New York, you know, we all used to like the city, but you know, you can drive upstate in like 2 hours and it's like completely different. And I mean, I've had that shit when I was like growing up when I was a child. So I kind of wanted to translate over to the magazine as well too, to show that, you know, even though it's in the same place, you get two totally different, like, you know, sides of the field. And then me and Eric, you know, we had the same vision, like pretty much for everything, like photography wise for that. Okay.
Jesus. Oh, man, yo, when did you become responsible artsy? I can't, like, I'm listening.
It's like crazy,
I'm listening to you.
You look at me like, what the fuck?
Yo, this dude.
Yo, I've been on the son, like, I've been through a lot of shit, but I'm telling you, that rapping shit wasn't cool, man. I mean, it really, seeing how the industry works, I was like, man, this is not this is not cool, son. Like, it just did not like it at all. Like, my fucking uncle is in full force. You know, I'm used to that shit, you know. We used to go to McDonald's in a fucking limousine, dude, in Flatbush. So then, like, seeing, like, you know, another rapper now being like of the age like when I guess my uncle was doing that for us, and like now I'm involved in it. I'm like, I don't like this, dude. Like, I'm not gonna sit up in the studio for no reason and watch you rap for like 3 hours. Like, I got shit to do, man. Like, I mean, I just know that all that time I've just been thinking, and I thought I was just thinking for like, you know, thinking about nonsense all the time, but I actually seemed like see the shit happening. Dude, it was crazy. It was like, yo. I told my mom about this. She's like, it's funny.
How real was that moment for you? Where you just sitting there, you going, what the fuck am I even doing here? Like, how real was that moment for you?
It was the realest shit ever. Seriously. I mean, it's like, it's surreal almost when you see it, because it's like, we play a lot of video games. It's like playing Gears of War, like while you're playing Gears of War, what if it's like you was playing first person and all of a sudden it just popped third person, you didn't even know it was a third person game. It's like the same exact thing happened to me. I'm like in first person mode all the time, then all of a sudden it just went to third person. I would see myself, and I would see where I'm going, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? So I'm over there running with this nigga? And it was like, and then I started to think, like, you know, I'm over here working at REI, and I worked at REI for a while, so I mean, that was what really helped a lot too. That gave me the bug to, like, you know, really get out and see shit. Because those people in REI, everybody was shopping there, was like, so what are you gonna do today? Oh, I'm about to go to like Machu Picchu and, like, you know, chill out for a week. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? So I'm like, I'm in Brooklyn smoking weed, drinking Arizonas. You know what I'm saying? And then like this shit would happen with the rapper, and then like he felt like what was happening with him was that his career had a lot of potential to blow. Like, he was making like pretty good songs, and you know, he had like good momentum, but then like the foundation itself was really shaky. And then I started to see that, like, you know, if you have a shaky foundation, you know, you're not really gonna last, dude. Because I mean, you can get as high as you want, but if you have nothing to fall back on, I mean, you just really literally gonna be in your ass. Right. And so I've seen that shit happening with him, and then we just had a falling out because he was a drunk, and, you know, loud all the damn time, you know. And then I realized I was like, then I was working at REI, and the photography started picking up a little bit more. I started getting more exposure and shit, and I was late all the time. Like, I would just be late, straight up. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, what are we doing? I'm late. I'm already taking pictures, man. I couldn't stop taking pictures. And now everything I wanted to do, I was like, oh man, I just want to smoke weed and take pictures all day. And then I got fired. And then they was like, you know what, we're gonna have to let you go. I was like, you know what, I'm not that mad. That's the first time I wasn't even angry. I was like, it was the most like the burden of life was lifted off my shoulders. And I was like, now it's time to fucking get it, dude. Like, I'm gonna just put my whole dope boy mentality into like the whole magazine, and then it's just been like, you know, 10 times rewarding, because I was like, this REI shit, I was like, I'm not ever going to work for anybody else anymore. I'm not going to be looking back in my life like in 30 years, because I'm thinking about the future a lot, and I'm not going to, 27 now, if I'm 57, and I knew when I was like in my mid-20s that I was just sitting there slaving for somebody for no fucking reason, not working towards anything, and I'm looking back like, what was I doing? I will be furious, dude, and shit makes me sick to even think about that. It's like my whole thing, like, can't be like a bum at all, dude. Like, I see bums all the fucking time. Like, I can't be that. Especially if I could do something artsy, like the way, I mean, that's the best way to do it. There's so much shit out there, you know. Like, I mean, I don't know why I want to hold back and, you know, just work a mundane job just because, you know, you feel that it's a right thing to do. Right. I mean, I'd rather, you know, hit the home run any day. Oh, I'll go for the win.
You Americans are just...
It is America, dude.
That is an American mentality.
It is.
Hey,
I'm going to throw it off the fucking backboard.
Let me tell you something, too. And people get mad at black people, man. The most American people of black people because they all got that. Or die trying, baby. It's like all of that shit. And thank God for the couple that make it, because I swear to God.
Oh, dude, listening to rap music in the 90s fucked me up. And I will say that to the T. Jay-Z's my favorite rapper of all time. No question. Well, Biggie's first, but then it's Jay-Z.
Right.
It's a whole New York. Oh, Biggie, Jay-Z.
I'm not going to even comment on your goofy. I'm from Brooklyn. I got a
like,
warn my head thing going.
Like, oh, Jay-Z, right? You know about the good old Jay-Z. But then all the shit he was talking about back when he was younger, when I was like growing up and hearing about like making money, getting Benzes, Ferraris, and then like the thing you naturally want when you grow up was like, I want Benzes, I want Ferraris. I'm not saying that I'm going to be trying to do that, but the whole aesthetic
mentality of I gotta
you gotta get it, dude.
Gotta get mine.
You see Jay-Z walking around in like Yankee jerseys and fucking short ass Jermaine Dupri looking like a fucking Morocco mole with the fucking sunglasses on. Like, why can't I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's from down the block. And, I'm all about like those down the block niggas who make it, dude.
Dude, my favorite person to follow, I'm gonna out myself. Favorite person to follow on Instagram is Cameron, son.
Oh God,
I love Cam.
Cameron is the best,
dude.
He's the man.
He is the hoodest millionaire you could ever see in your life, and I love him for it. Because you look at Cam, you go, if I really want to get this money, nigga, I can apply myself and be still hood.
He made songs like "Fuck You,"
dude, and he got his.
I was like, come on.
In the islands, bro. Restaurants in the islands, bro. He's just like he's got to deal with Netflix. I'm like, what is this nigga do?
It's genius. People's genius. People, if they get so believe him, these guys are like, oh, I can't believe him. Oh, he's a terrible person. I say, but that's all the shit that he's just fuels it, and it just fuels it. And I'm like, this nigga has an art show with my boy, taking pictures, and I see like a blue and pink sign like Poppington. I'm like, I take a picture of it and I look down, the fucking camera sitting right in front of me, dude.
Holy shit!
I'm not even, and I didn't want to be a thirst bucket. I'm like, yo, killer. Because my first thing I wanted to say was like, killer, boo, billa, for billa. I was in a bus out the whole shit. I used to listen to Dipset every day in summer school. I was in summer school every single year, so every year.
Outed himself so hard.
I'm passed out, son. No mo, but the camera is like that, nigga. I love the ignorant shit, man. I would say ignorant shit on Instagram all the time, dude. I fucking love the Ebonics, man. That's the culture, son. And you see in campus, like, yo, he's making computers putin'. Like, come on, man, this guy's a genius. This guy's a genius. Yo, I love that man.
Bro, because he can really rap too.
He's nice.
It's the funny part. Like, Cam can rap, and then he's just so this. I got a cape, son. I'm like, nigga, why do you have a cape that says Dipset on it? Where can I get one? Where can I get one, though? I need like 6. Give me the cape, please.
Stop holding out. That shit was so dope.
I thought that was amazing, bro.
I love seeing people like, the Camerons, the Jays, Bobby Shmurda even, dude. Fucking love that guy. Because all these dudes are from the hood.
Yeah, man.
If you're from the hood, a lot of people just give you shit all the time.
All the time.
I was like, if you could get money and not only get money, but feed your family, become successful.
Because you're going to get shit either way. That's why I love Soulja Boy.
Oh, he's all that's
why I love that dude. And I hate and I resent Ice-T to this day.
No, that Soulja Boy video that Ice-T dropped,
dude.
The break dancing, where Ice-T had like the leather fucking wife beater on.
It's like how can you say something about this kid? He's 16, and the kid comes back and he goes, I used some of that money to help my sister through school. I go, damn, nigga, you slamming this nigga for his sister through school, bruh? Cop killer? Word?
Colors.
It's like, bro,
come on, Colors.
Are you really?
Come on, man.
This nigga
I saw you in New Jack City, right?
Exactly,
bro. New Jack City, nigga.
I saw you, bro.
Come on, man.
Come on,
you said,
bro.
I'm gonna shoot you so bad, my dick is hard.
Exactly. Come on, man. You gonna do this?
And now you a cop. And now you a cop.
I couldn't believe that shit, bro. But it's amazing.
It's hypocrisy to me, son. Straight up hypocrisy.
Hood, it's always good to see hood dudes get up to me. To me, it's something to see.
I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for it. If you don't wish success on somebody else, you won't be successful yourself.
It's funny to see that, though. And that's what's amazing about seeing where you come from to where you are. Is just to go, Steve's going somewhere. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I've been the black sheep in the family, man. I've always been like that. There's like, this guy, John Boy, is so hard-headed. This is like, god damn. It's like, you know, what is he gonna do? So, I mean, it's really dope to be like, you know, have something that I can actually, you know, tell my family, like, yo, I'm doing. Because, I mean, it's a big deal, you know, out of all the shit that I've learned through all these people that I've been meeting and stuff like that, family just becomes way more important, like, more and more, dude. So if I get as long as I get the approval from my family, that's all that really fucking matters, you know.
That's all that matters, man.
That's like, you co-sign this, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? Especially my mom. My mom co-signs anything. When I was working at GameStop, she'd say, well, this is the video game industry now. And then she'd find all these details and shit. And then now that I'm in photography, she finds new things to do. So, I mean, it feels like it's keeping everybody involved, you know, especially with this. I got my mom's taking pictures now on her phone. It's, like, cool to see. It's, like, it's influence, you know. And I never had that. I mean, if I was doing this, anything else, you know, probably, like, I don't know. Say if things with the rapper worked out, I'm not going to be bringing my mom to no rap show.
Nah.
I'm not doing that, man. Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not. My mom's from Brownsville. She's not going to be sitting there listening to somebody saying, like, talking about syrup and baby balls and all that kind of crazy shit. You know, at least I could bring it to an art show, you know?
Right.
I could bring it to stuff like that because it's not no ratchet shit, you know? That's big on that, you know? I'm not trying to do no ratchet shit. Like, I could be doing, like, fucked up stuff myself, but I'm not
mid-20s. I can't bring my mother to that. That's
it's like fucked
preposterous, man.
It's like, what are you doing? She over there, you ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. I was like, I'm not trying to my mom, like, yo, my mom, please, you know, it's not like that.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Family does, like, there's something, I don't know when that happens, too, but you really start appreciating your family more because you have somebody, because there's a certain time of your life where you go from really irresponsible to, holy shit, I gotta put some shit together. I gotta put some shit together, and that's when shit gets real scary, because you go, I've never had to put some, like, this shit together. This is some shit. This is new. This is new shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that's when your family goes, calm down, like, relax.
Like, take a breath.
Take a breath.
It's like,
what do you need? I just need somebody to hold this door while I take a nap. I will hold the door. Take your nap. Okay, thank you. And then,
I'm good.
All right, you know, and it's good to have. It's good to be able to do something and show your family, hey, look, you know, all that helping me out. I'm not a piece of shit.
That's my big thing. I'm still trying to prove that. You know what I'm saying? Every day. You know what I'm saying?
Every day.
I owe my parents wild bread. You know, but I mean, if they weren't doing that in the first place, I don't know where I would be. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you're a fucking photographer in arts, there's always the typical starving artist. And, you know, shit is not easy. You know, I mean, people don't want to pay you for pictures. You know, everything's like they just expect you to like, oh man, just come down here, take a couple pictures, it's gonna be incredible. No, dude, it takes like effort and time. You know, you have to do stuff, and I never really even equated that before myself, even until like you actually really get into it.
Right.
So I mean, there's a lot of things that just come into play that, you know, you can't rely on friends for, you know. Even though friends with you do have a couple of friends that will ride with you. I do have like two really close friends.
All you really
two really
that's
close
all
friends.
you really need.
Yeah, you too.
All you need is that
both
solid
dark skinned niggas, you know. There's always these dark skinned niggas, like in the crew. Only light skinned nigga, like in the crew.
Well, I'm gonna let you in a little secret. Light skinned niggas are not to be trusted. Alright, there's two niggas you just can't trust. Niggas and short. It's light skinned niggas and short niggas.
Short niggas
they will always fuck your girl.
Napoleon complex. It's Napoleon complex.
There's something about him is light skinned. All niggas
short
always.
Light skinned nigga. Because I those the other day I turned around, man. I got like 14 dark skinned niggas around me, so I got no light skin. I'm never around light skinned niggas. I mean, I don't like light skinned niggas, and I'm light skinned. And I just realized that like 2 weeks ago.
That's fucked up, bro. That's
man,
what's going on inside of you. You've been claiming light skin since I know you.
Yeah, I'm all team light skin all day, but I'm like, it's like eye against eye. And it's like Braveheart, like the one light skinned nigga running in the front.
How do light skinned ladies treat you though?
You know what I'm saying? Light skinned ladies don't like me like that. I think I'm more of you know, I'm dipping in the vanilla, you know.
Shit. Turn down the podcast. Turn it down, nigga. I can see all your hits going down, nigga. People is double clicking the likes right now, taking them off. They taking them off. I don't even fucks with this nigga no more.
between the vanilla and the Spanish girls. Man, Spanish girls, that's black man's kryptonite. It was like, oh damn, you Dominican. Oh snap. My thing, see, the sisters didn't like me when I was growing up in school.
Oh, here we go.
No, I don't want to. No.
Here we go, man. I don't believe that. Number one, whenever a light skinned nigga tell you the sisters didn't like him,
you know what?
Fuck him. Fuck him. These niggas first, he's not even trying to be truthful right now, bro. You're not gonna fucking sit here and say that shit to me, man. You're not gonna say that, bro.
You know. I like
the ladies that shut the fuck up.
No, the ladies were feeling me. All right, so in Edison, I went to Edison High School. You see, across the street from Edison is Jamaica. Mm-hmm. So if anybody knows about like how Queenscape is from that side of Jamaica, I mean, high school wise, St. John's is right by the Grand Central. In front of St. John's is Edison. Edison is smaller. It's like a big donut. Right. 2 floors. It's literally like a big donut, 2 floors. In front of Edison is Jamaica, which is ginormous. It's like a college almost. And then down the block is Hillcrest, where everybody calls it Hillcrest. So you have 3 schools in the same radius. So when 3 o'clock hit, everybody was on Jamaica Ave, and it was crazy. Summer school, it was so live. I mean, high school was awesome in general.
All the badass kids on the street.
There was horses galloping up the hill, man. People eating at the chicken spot every day. Niggas was fighting. Harlem Shaking, Smack DVDs just came out, man. It was the good times.
It was good summer school.
I loved it, son. And then, you know, sisters were around here and there, son. Like, yo, sisters sprinkle here and there, son. I think maybe because I'm too light-skinned, they think that I'm maybe cocky or something like that. But sisters don't be fucking with me like that, son. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my demeanor. Maybe it's my demeanor.
I'm not hearing this shit.
Like, maybe I need to upgrade my Tinder. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My Tinder game is not right.
All I want to do whenever somebody says they don't like women too, because I've had women say some wild shit about black dudes. So I've heard some black. I've heard some black women say some wild shit about black dudes, why they don't date them. I had a black girl say to me and my boy Brett. You know, my boy used to come.
Yeah.
But she said to us, "You guys are pretty smart for black guys." She's black as shit too. She's black as a guy, and she goes, "You guys are pretty smart for black guys." You go, What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean? You know, when I started talking, you know, in my super nasal voice,
right.
He was like, "Oh man, I thought you were a white dude." I was like, "What does that mean, son?" And then I get really ghetto, really fast. I mean, I don't even want to do that because it just pops out. Then she was like, "Oh, you know, I'm gonna be out now." I was like, "But now you're the bird, right?
Word.
I'm not a bird. I know how to talk, man. Just because you know how to talk doesn't mean you try to talk white." You know, what the fuck does that mean? So like, hit me with that, and I just get so tight immediately, and I get hit with that all the time. It's like, I think because people, we're a little bit more, I guess. I want to say well educated, but you know, I'm not dumb. You know, I don't like to even say myself well educated because I think that, you know, that's just a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm so smart. You know, I'm not gonna say that. It's like, I'm not dumb. You know, but I try to be well spoken. You know. And that doesn't mean I'm trying to be white, you know. And I feel that a lot that I was dealing with before, with like, you know, black women and like, you know, just hood women in general, because black women are not just only black women, Spanish women in the same boat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and all that shit like that live around the way. They all automatically assume that if you're well spoken, you try to act white, or you know, you think you're better than somebody else. I'm like, I just don't want to talk like an.
I always felt like when some people. Cause I've talked to people and you can hear that voice change and I make fun of it. Like when I hear somebody talk extra nasal, I go, "Oh shit!" The bill collector voice, nigga. Who you working for? Cause I don't even associate with working white. I go, "Oh, this is your I work in telemarketing voice. What's going on here, my nigga?" But I can hear, and it's not just you. Like I hear people like when I call Sprint because you know they fucking up my bill, or I need an you know, you go, "What's up?" And I can hear the black through the nasal. Because and it's something that you have to speak clearly because you know I never know who I'm talking to, so I have to enunciate better so they can understand. So I understand. You know, we all have to do it, it's funny when you hear somebody because you do it yourself.
Yeah.
So you can hear it and you go, oh, that's hilarious. This nigga's doing the voice to me.
That's
really, this is
that's
great.
Really funny, dude.
He's not even doing it ironically. This nigga just doing the voice. He's in voice mode.
He's a switch up.
So I'm listening to it. He's like, yes, yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I go,
Yep.
Keep doing the voice, nigga. Keep doing the voice.
You know,
he go, what are you talking about? Oh, motherfucker, you caught me. You caught me. Like, yeah, I caught you, asshole. You're doing the voice.
I worked a lot of office work before I started working at GameStop because before that good old recession, we could have had. I was getting all these crazy temp jobs like through like MTV, Fox News, and all this other random shit. So I mean, I was with the white folks, and I was over there conversing with white folk all day. So I mean. I got really good at it, dude. Blended in. It got a really good training with that whole quote unquote super nasally voice. But I mean, it doesn't mean I'm trying to be like a douche.
I mean,
I'm just if anything, it shows you I'm respecting you.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to make sure you understand.
Everybody gets the equal treatment. But it's I always looked at it as though especially, I don't want to harp on it because it always kind of comes back to it. But being black in America, you do have to kind of learn two different cultures.
You do.
You have to.
You do.
I mean, if not, at the very least, you gotta. Some people don't have to learn that tech, and they can stay in wherever they stay.
That's why I love Cameron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But sometimes you gotta learn the two different cultures because you have to be able to move between worlds to kind of do what you gotta do. Sometimes it's always funny to see too who does it and what they're doing.
No, hell yeah.
I go, nigga, when did you start doing that? I don't know.
It just happened. I don't know. One day I had some sleep and woke up. I don't know.
I said photography. Fuck my job. I was like, okay.
Oh man, the transition is still crazy. I mean, every day I'm like, I just can't. Like my life is just so much different now. It feels fucking weird. So you wake up and you don't have really anything to do, and then next thing you know, you're busy, and that's like my life every day now. Like, oh shit, I got nothing to do. I'm gonna sleep in. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta, meet this fucking person for this, and then I'm gonna go take pictures of this thing. And then somebody comes into town that you want to show around. So a lot of the stuff you can't have a real job if you're doing like photography because it's all, especially with the way social media works. Because if you since I have a pretty decent following, when people come into town, they want to have a tour, right? And then I want to show people in New York. Because I'm from New York. Right. I feel that, I would be a really good tour guide. So, people would come by, we go shooting and shit like that. That takes a lot of fucking energy. I was chilling with one of my homies, came in from London, obviously, because London is the only place in London, Europe. And he came over for 6 days. And then we was just going ham every day. We would just go out, take pictures for 6-7 hours. But you don't really realize, he's like, I'm going to go out shoot for a little bit, but we're out for 7 hours every day. By the time he left, my body was so drained that I'm like, I can't believe that if I had somebody was calling me, I have to go at a 9 to 5 right now, I'm like, fuck you, man. I'm going to take a nap. And that's it. There's just so much energy you put into it, just in general. You can't have a real job doing photography. This is why the magazine is. Hopefully, this magazine works out because unless people, I'll have a gallery coming up. And hopefully, people buy some prints.
Where's the gallery at?
It's going to be in the city on 12th and Avenue B at the new. It's a new store called Community 54. It's a streetwear brand that they're based out of Toronto, but they have a store out in New York now. Okay. And I have a little exhibit there that will have my pictures displayed. And there's not an official release, an official date for when the whole event would be, but right now my pictures are hanging up in there. Okay. Which is the first time I've ever put a picture in a frame, which is even crazier. So,
have you been dreading that when you had to put a picture?
It's weird, son. It's weird. It's like looking at yourself naked almost. Is
that's why I make people sign shit too.
It makes
all right.
It
this
weird.
Is weird.
It's like you're signing. Now I'm signing this. Is like you go through this whole battle of emotions. Am I too good for this, or Am I should I be doing this right now? Or do I look like a douchebag now for signing this? It's like you asking all yourself these questions. Or does it look bad? I just can't believe I'm signing stuff.
So now you got stuff in frames.
In frames. It's kind of in frames. I tried to put it in frames. But it worked out really well. Thank God for women because the layout the first time, picture frames falling off the wall. I made a million holes hanging shit up. Stuff with I broke 4 picture frames. I thought somebody stole a picture. It was crazy. crazy transition. I mean, periods. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, you are listening to my man Steve Irby, his ride to his dream. You're listening to this is hilarious. I mean, this is some real, like, I'm figuring it out, Steve. I'm putting it together. I got these pieces. They look like they're gonna. I'm climbing this ladder. I don't know.
I don't have any real. I have a bunch of ideas, but I don't have real plans.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally every day is like, oh, I'm like scatterbrain. Oh, but it's working out. So I'm just gonna keep on.
Okay.
But it's working out. So like I would just keep on doing it.
Okay.
See what happens.
But so what? How much are the prints like going? Like how much are these prints going for? Is there like a set cost, or is there?
There's the set cost is 11 by 14 prints, and then there's one 16 by 24 print. The 11 by 14 prints is $80, which I don't think that's that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have each of them are framed, and I went through a lot of effort to do this. It turned out to be like kind of like some Basquiat looking shit.
Mm-hmm.
But originally the frame was supposed to be like some kind of transparent, like, a black frame, transparent, and then the picture kind of floats in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But the plexiglass pieces were cut too big, so I had to like jam it in with like a screwdriver and shit. Like, I mean, it turned into like this whole Tim Allen home improvement project. So I mean. There are one-on-one frames. There are one-on-ones, and this shit is never gonna happen again.
This is it. If you want to get it on the ground floor and get
some
the
hype
artwork
shit.
that the collected artwork that this nigga have, this is the biggest investment, people. Go get through one of the fucked up frames, bro.
You'll get it. It has character.
That's gonna be the one that's worth millions, bro.
It always is. Like, you should see the first issue of my magazine.
Is that one of the $80 ones? Is the fucked up frame?
Oh yeah, no. The frames we're selling for $200.
Okay.
The frame, I wrote like captions and shit on the back of the pictures, and then so hopefully some of them are funny, or some of them at least are kind of offensive.
Okay.
Either way, you pay attention to it. But yeah, so the prints would be $80, and then the frame would be $200. And then I have a big one. I still haven't figured out how much I'm gonna do that one for yet, to be honest with you.
Okay. I'm not lying to you. I'm thinking about getting one of the fucked up $200 frame ones.
It's mad funny.
I'm thinking about copping that and putting that.
I wish I still had the blood on my fingers. Yo, I was so tight,
bruh. Because if you ever got anywhere, nigga, I would sell that in like 2 seconds. Like, yo, I got one, nigga. I got one though. And had the white guy with the monocle come in and look at it and go, "Oh yes, this is an original piece."
This is originally fucked up.
We scraped some of the DNA. That's his DNA. I'm just gonna be.
That's some beef patty. I'm pretty sure there's some beef patty crust on one of them.
Fucking put up in his place and put touchdown Bo Jackson from Tecmo Super Bowls. Is gonna be every time when he says it's worth how much, I'm like, touchdown Bo Jackson, nigga. We are in the house.
I was like, touchdown Bo Jackson. I'm about to start singing that shit all day now.
That's my shit, son. Oh, touchdown Bo Jackson, nigga.
What's up, man? What was it? Good morning, touchdown Bo Jackson.
Niggas know. We out here, bruh.
That shit is so funny, dude. I'm really excited for this. Hopefully that people can come down and check it out. I think it's going to be up for like 3 weeks or something like that.
Oh, man, this is great, bro.
Yo, I mean, black is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Yo, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Pause. Pause. So
I also wanted to say that Street Dreams, man, you're on volume 2 of the print magazine. Too,
yeah.
Right? Volume 2 of that you can get at the store at streetdreamsmag.co.
Yep.
Volume 1 is sold out.
Yeah, it's gone.
Which I was real salty about that.
Yeah,
I was real salty about that one.
I think a lot of people didn't believe us when we would say we would make limited runs. And we really are making limited runs because it's real rap. I don't know if we're at the point of making like 1,000 copies because you don't want to buy that much and then having the anxiety,
the stock left over,
so we just we don't even have ads yet, so we're just trying to like chill.
Yeah, it's a word of mouth thing. It seems like it's very and I feel I don't know how I feel about I'm on the fringe of it. Like, I'm not in that world.
Yeah.
But I'm on the fringe enough to go, something's happening over here. I don't have the eye to know what the fuck's going over here. What's Steve doing over here? And I tap you on the shoulder, Steve, what the fuck are you doing over here? I don't know. I gotta have all these dope pictures. And it makes me and now volume 1 is sold out. Volume 2, I imagine is gonna be sold out soon.
Yeah, we sold out the first week and a half, and then we made 50 extra prints, and I don't know how many of those are left. So if somebody really wants to buy it, I'm not even trying to lie. I would definitely try to get it as soon as possible.
Right.
And then we're selling it out in 2 stores in the city, which will be Reed Space, which is in Lower East Side, and Community 54, the store also that where I'm selling, doing the exhibit shit, is going to be where we sell the magazine at as well too. That felt really good. Sorry.
You want some water or something, bro?
Maybe.
All right, you get some water or something.
That funnel cake, man.
You want some funnel cake, bro? So if you're tuning in again, I'm chilling here with my boy Steve Irby, editor at large of StreetDreamsMag.co. We're about to peace out actually and get some funnel cake in place of Genesis, but he sat with me. He talked about a lot about StreetDreamsMagazine.co is the website, but Street Dreams Magazine is dope, man. It's a dope website.
Thank you.
I like what you guys doing on Instagram. Which Instagram is Steve Sweatpants.
My Instagram is Steve Sweatpants, and the magazine, I think it's just Street Dreams Mag.
Okay.
It'd be at Street Dreams Mag. On the website, we have like a link for like our web store as well too. And then you can see what we like the different contributing photographers that we have on the Instagram page itself, because we like to feature those dudes. Like we have them host the account for a little bit, you know, and have them show their side of the world and stuff. So you get to see the whole overall thing on the website. I mean, on the Instagram. Sorry.
And it's a beautiful thing. Steve is really he's tapping into a culture that you don't really get to see if you're not aware. I think. And that's interesting to me. So it might be interesting to you. And that's gonna wrap this up for this edition of Alive from Slave Heaven. Some people are mad at that title.
I love it.
Some people love it. I'm sticking with it.
It's like it feels like a slave heaven in here.
Yeah, bro. That's yeah. I mean, it's you're watching it grow. It's getting better. I gotta do some painting.
Plants.
I got some plants. We're gonna have some vines coming out of here with all types of just fruits and vegetables,
juices and berries.
All of that, bro. We out here living. But it's a great little space. It's a great little room. And
thank you for having me. Honestly,
hey, bro, I'm glad you came, man. Came all the way out to Newark, bro, to do this interview. And
I'm down to travel. You know what I'm saying?
So this has been a dope experience, bro. I think we talked our asses off. So we're gonna get some funnel cake, man. I make some delicious funnel cake for all my guests coming in the future. I make delicious funnel cake, and if you want some, come on down here, holla at your boy. We're gonna talk. Then I make you some. We kick it a little bit long. Do whatever. But this is Live from Slave Heaven, and we are out of here, bro. Let's pack this shit in.
Later.
Oh, let me hit stop.